Gen V Episode 8, the finale, the final episode of Season 1 of Gen V is out right now, and this is my quick thoughts on it, a review, whatever you want to call it. This is that. Before we start this video, I just want to say thanks to everyone who's been watching over the past 5 weeks, watching all the Gen V videos. I know I missed a week, but I was away at the weekend when I did it, so, didn't do it. But, nobody went anywhere. The views reflected the week right after I came back. So, all the Gen V videos have been doing really well. I just want to say thank you to everyone for watching. Everyone who's liked, left a comment, all that great stuff. But yeah, final episode of Gen V. We'll start with the bad stuff. The worst part about this episode is it's over. Yeah, they've been renewed for a second season, but don't know when that's going to come. And what started off as I'm going to watch this because it's part of the boys, really stood on its own, and I was excited every week. Not because it were connected to the boys, but because of these characters. So, the worst part is that it's over. I've really loved this show. I would say this is probably my second favourite show of the year. Without a doubt, this is my second favourite show of the year, because what has it got competing against it, really? Last of Us? Yeah, that's better. I can't really think of anything else that's better than Gen V. Maybe something else will come to my mind. But right now, Gen V has been amazing. But let's just get into the episode a bit more. Spoilers, obviously. It came out on Friday. I'm doing this on Sunday night, so shouldn't be an issue there for people who haven't seen it. So this episode starts off right where last week's ended, where Kate kills Shetty. Boom, see you later. Slit your own throat. No Marie. You can't help her with her powers. And Sam walks off. They leave Emma. And they go to the campus to kill all teachers by the looks of it, or anyone who isn't a soup. They go to free all the people in the woods. So they get down there. Sam just crushes someone's skull, which was pretty cool. They free everyone. Sam has like a conversation with his brother that he sees, because he's a schizophrenic. He sees his brother, which was Golden Boy, and he's having a conversation with him, and he's trying to talk him not into following Kate and stuff like that, which are really good stuff with Sam and his brother, because we didn't really get many scenes with them together when he was alive or not. So yeah, that stuff were good. Obviously, they free all these bipolar schizophrenic soups. And, sorry, if you can hear fireworks, it's a bonfire night in the UK, so you're going to be hearing a few. Maybe. You might not. This might not pick them up. Probably will, though. Unless I turn it down just a little. Right, maybe now. So, yeah, all that stuff were good. Marie, Jordan, and Emma got to follow him to try and stop him. Obviously, Andre's in the hospital with his dad, at Seven Tower, where they're treating his dad. And you find out that his powers are causing, what do you call it, seizures and stuff like that. So it's like, no, you got to stop using your powers, which you don't do. And, there's a nice little conversation with him and his dad still don't get it. And his dad's, pushing him. He's like, no, you need to be polarity now. So that was nice. But then when they get to the school, our main team get into the woods and they've realised that they've set everyone free. They all go in separate directions to stop people. Emma gets sent to the Performing Arts Centre, and coincidentally that's where Sam has to be. And I find it a bit funny that the best acting in this show, this scene that we got between Sam and Emma, this episode, happened in an acting class. I thought there was something a bit funny there, but the interaction them two had is, because we rooted for these two all season. And then for him to turn his back on her kind of felt a bit, I don't know, not shitty because he's been through a lot. as well. You've got to understand where he's coming from, but yeah, he's not going the right way around it. So that was thinking. And Emma actually shrinks after Sam when she's upset and she didn't have to throw up or anything, so she might have found another way to control her powers. Maybe. Who knows? But yeah, he says to her, you would have done anything for anyone to like you. Which is true. She would have done. Because it's in episode 5 when she's walking down corridor and they're all saying she's got that big soup energy. She likes it. So that was the best scene in this episode. Like, from an acting standpoint, definitely. Just them two speaking. I loved it. Kate just going around causing shit, just telling people, just touching people and getting them to do shit. That's her power, that's what she does. She gets the social media guy to blow his own head off, which was pretty gruesome. Ashley's back in this episode and she's kicking off up in the top office and watching it all go on. So that was pretty crazy. I just loved the riot on campus that they had with all the stuff going on. It was it was quite scary. It was. And obviously that thing came up beginning of the episode and it's saying this show depicts violence on a school campus and stuff like that. Which is a little weird for me seeing in the UK because that's something we don't usually see. Obviously in America that's completely different. Not for me to speak on. I don't live there, so I don't have an opinion on that. But yeah, it was cool. It was cool. It was like a all out, superpowers fight. Jordan getting in there, mixing it up, using his powers as a girl, using his powers as a boy. All that stuff was great. Marie really got in tune with her powers in this episode, like really. Obviously when she's fighting Maverick, her translucent son, that were great. She kind of reminded me of when Butcher fought Translucent, where Butcher spits the blood on him, and I thought, she's gonna cover him in blood and know where he is. But no, she sensed the blood in him and knew where he was, so that was pretty cool. Maverick gets knocked out. Obviously, Maverick was only fighting Marie because Kate told him to. So that was great. Obviously, you know what I'm getting to in this episode, but we just want to talk about everything else first. When she manages to use all the blood and just shoot daggers at that one soup who's going for all the people who run the school and stuff like that. That was a cool scene. It was, because she might be one of the most powerful people on that campus. Once she can fully use her power, there's nothing she can't. Like, she makes someone have a heart attack. Blood is everywhere. And it's in everyone. So no matter who she's fighting, that's like, I can control this, I can do that. Kate goes to touch Jordan, and just out of instinct, does a bit of a Newman, and just blows her arm off. She's there all crying stuff with her arm blown off. Very the boys again. And then, boom, Homelander flies in. I really didn't expect to see anyone of that caliber from the boys in Gen V. Granted, it was a 2-minute scene, but I think he was actually there on set. I think when he first flies in, you can tell he's actually there on set with the actors. So that was pretty cool and pretty good of him. They didn't just CGI it in. And then it kind of flips. You think, alright, coming to help Marie and stuff like that. And he just says, what kind of monster are you? That you turn on your own kind? And I was like, oh, no, this makes a lot of sense, actually. This is where Homelander's coming from. And, yeah, fucking lasers Marie. She survives. Somehow. Don't know how she survived. Because she don't have impenetrable skin, because she can cut her own hand. And the blood comes out, so... Don't know, maybe she kept her own blood together or something. Who knows? But it was very nice seeing Anthony Starr as Homelander. And right away, he doesn't phone it in. He just steals the scene as soon as he appears. Steals the episode. And he's in it for 2 minutes. And he's like... Oh, but I could watch him do anything as Homelander. Anything. He's great. So yeah, goes to White, and then boom, Andre, Jordan, Marie, and Emma are all in a hospital room. I'm assuming at Seven Tower, all being locked up together. They're being kept cozy though, because I think Emma had like a milkshake or a coffee or something, so they can't be getting mistreated. Maybe they are. And like the boys, they've managed to flip the story. Kate and Sam are the heroes. The heroes. The new Guardians of Godolkin. So I'm just thinking, are these guys going to be in the 7? Are we going to see them maybe in The Boys Season 4? They have said that some Gen V characters will be popping up in The Boys Season 4. From what I've heard, from what I remember hearing. Maybe I'm just hearing that in my head. But I think it'd be interesting seeing Sam and Kate. Maybe Sam's like the new Black Noir or something like that, and they put him in the costume and just don't say anything. Just put this costume on and be strong. So, maybe. But I'm very interested to see where they go for Season 2. Because this was a nice bridge story that leads into The Boys Season 4. But they've renewed for a Season 2. So obviously they've got a story they want to tell with these characters, which I am completely fine with. It went from the first episode to, yeah, these characters are cool, but Sam and Emma, they're great. After the first 3, I was like, if anything, I'm going to watch for these 2. Marie was weakest character, I think, in the first 3 episodes. I fucking love Marie now. I think she's great. And pairing her with Jordan was such a smart idea, because you really come to like both of these characters. Andre, I thought he was a good character as well. Played well, but I thought, I don't know if I like him, though, as a person. Come to really like Andre come the end. Obviously, Sam and Emma, great. Luke, Golden Boy, whenever, he pops up in Sam's head, whenever he was on screen. Obviously, he died in the first episode, but he was great as well. And Kate, I think Kate had some of the best stuff in the whole show. I thought she was going to be a small throwaway character, but she had some of the best stuff. She was... Fireworks. Sorry. I should have done this during the day when there was no fireworks going off. But, I'm just lazy. But, yeah. Kate was... By the end, especially episode 6... I didn't do a video on episode 6, but, even though she was only in episode 6 a little bit here and there, she wasn't in most of it, because it was in her mind. You really got to explore Kate as a character in that one. And, yeah, that was fantastic, but, no. So, Gen V, Season 1, overall, does it live up to the name of The Boys? Absolutely. If you've got to the end of this review and you haven't seen Gen V, sorry, I've just sat here and spoiled it all for you. Watch it. Definitely watch it. Because it's so... Looks like it's going to be so important to The Boys Season 4. And the reports come out now that it's going to... The Boys Season 4 is going to take place a couple of days after the events of Gen V. Oh, and one more thing. Obviously, Gen V... Credits start rolling, just a little bit, and then boom, another scene on. And it's, they're back in the woods, someone's there with a torch. You kind of guess who Silhouette is. Walk in, light comes on the face, in one of the cells. Billy Butcher, Carl Urban himself. He was, what a bunch of cunts. That's just, yes. I really thought we'd get a Boys Season 4 trailer at the end of this, but, maybe not. But I know The Boys Season 4 is wrapped. It wrapped a long time ago. We'll get that next year, I'm assuming. Could still be a year away, but I think they might want to get it out early next year. Hopefully. I'm just clamouring for The Boys. But, yeah. Gen V. Watch it if you haven't watched it. I'd say it's the second best show of the year. Easily the second best show of the year. And, yeah. Let me know what you guys thought of Gen V down below. Did you not like it? Did you love it? Did you think it's better than The Boys? Do you think it's not worthy of being part of The Boys universe? Yeah. Did you like all 7 episodes and then got to the last one and thought it didn't really work for you? Another thing, before I go. This episode's the shortest out of them all. But I don't mind short episodes when the groundwork's been put in. And for 7 episodes straight, this groundwork's been put in, and then that last episode's just boom, straight to it. Something that we saw The Last of Us do as well, and it worked really well there. Really paid off. But, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, all that good stuff. I'll see you guys in the next video, which will probably be our movie news video tomorrow. So, see you later.